Hello everyone, welcome back once again to my channel. We have started online lecture series by Gokula Education Society's BYK College of Commerce for Standard 12 student subject English. Today we are beginning with the poetry section and the first poem of this section is Song of the Open Road written by Walt Whitman. So in this video we will be talking about only explanation of the poem and in the next video I'll be talking about the appreciation of the same poem. So let's begin the video. Song of the Open Road is a poem written by Walt Whitman. It is taken from the collection Leaves of Grass. It is written in 1856 wherein Walt Whitman strongly advocated an importance of democracy and freedom. The poem Song of the Open Road is written in free verse and it is in the form of a monologue. The poet actually wants to express his open thoughts over the journey of life which he has taken on different roads. And the poem also indicates the poet's inner desire to enjoy life to its fullest without bothering about the tensions and worries. Let me talk a little bit about the Leaves of Grass because when we are talking about the Whitman, so this becomes an essential. Leaves of Grass is a poetry collection by this poet and which was published first in 1855 and surprisingly, amazingly, Whitman spent most of his professional life writing and rewriting Leaves of Grass. So he has revised it multiple times until his death. Means whenever he created something new, maybe a poetry or a prose, he added it into a new edition of Leaves of Grass. This collection of loosely connected poems represents the celebration of his philosophy of life and humanity, and it also praises the nature and the individual human being's role in it. So, rather than focusing on the religious and spiritual matters, Leaves of Grass actually focuses only on the material world. So, there is only one exception in these poems, so that is these poems do not follow any rule of poetry. That is, there is no rhyme, there is no meter, there is no particular line length. Let us look at the life of Walt Whitman. He is an American poet and he was considered to be the father of free verse. He was born in 1819 and he grew up in New York. He had no formal schooling, but he considered himself to be a lifelong learner. He loved to travel along with the people and explore new things, and this is how he learned so many things in his life. Whitman died at the age of 72 in 1892. The poem, The Song of the Open Road, is written in free verse. It is actually written in monologue form, and the poet expresses his views on the journey of life taken on different roads. The unrhymed and different length of the lines suggest different complexities and ups and downs of human being's life. The poet also talks about the different issues which we usually handle in our life. However, talking about the title, I would definitely say that the title is very much suitable to the content of the poem because the word used by the poet, that is song, it has been used with a definite purpose and he faces the life uncomplainingly and takes delight in traveling on the open roads without any tension and worries of past, present and future. The poet is determined to move ahead on the road of life with his own will and integrity. The Song of the Open Road also promotes freedom and illustrates how this journey fills his heart with immense pleasure. Though the poem was written in the mid 19th century, it is very much applicable even today. The reader would feel motivated and encouraged to enjoy the nature, the traveling, and so it gives you an inspiration to be free from the stress, from the worries, and live a very good life and begin your life with a new zest. The poem covers every aspect of human life and offers a solution as well. The poet describes the open road as a metaphorical journey which is characterized by freedom and independence. If we talk about the theme of the poem is completely about the freedom and nature. The journey that the poet undertakes makes him independent about everything, and this also allows him to achieve a new perspective on his own abilities and a new knowledge of what he values. So, throughout this poem, the poet encourages the readers to be true to themselves and live a free and happy life and enjoy the freedom of life. Poet's life is not free from obligations and troubles. Even he has some tensions and stress in his life. But he inspires everyone to live their dreams, leaving all worries and difficulties behind. According to the poet, the road offers different varieties or countless or endless opportunities as it can lead people to anywhere they desire to go, as the title suggests. The poem also conveys the message that we should not be bound by the routines of an ordinary life. Instead, we should step out into the open air and live life in a free spirited manner. In fact, I personally love this poem immensely. Let us look at the four stanzas of the poem. The first stanza is of 3 lines and remaining 3 stanzas are of 4 lines. But if you notice, the lines of the poem, they are unequal. These lines are unequal and even they do not have proper meter, rhyme and the rhythm. So this is called free verse. So this poem is written in free verse. So I have highlighted different stanzas in different colors so that you can locate different stanzas easily. Now let's begin with the first stanza in detail. The poet here talks about the road in particular, and road is actually a space where men, means people of all type, can come together in a meaningful way, where status or social status of people does not matter at all, and a road is used by all people whether they are rich or poor, and it forces all levels of people to associate together and do something meaningful. The road signifies mobility and flexibility, and for poet too, the road is a space for gathering the material or content for poetry. As he travels along different roads, he sees a variety of people and places, and he hears a lot of stories, and then he gets an idea for writing content, that is, writing prose or a poetry. He is against staying at one place for too long, and according to him, as you move out, you are surely bound to broaden your perspective and knowledge, and the direct experience that you get from traveling cannot be derived only through books or merely sitting at home. We all know that experience is the biggest guru of all. So let's agree to the Whitman that we need to have change in our monotonous and routine life, and traveling can be the best gateway for it. Indoor spaces are fixed and so boring as to be almost toxic. You must not stay sleeping and lingering there in the house for long. In these lines, poet is simply expressing his happiness as he begins to walk on the road. The poet is setting out on the open road by foot. Secondly, he is light-hearted and open. Poet feels that he has total control of his life's journey and he can choose where the path will take him on his journey. He also starts his walk with a light heart, which means a happy heart that is free from all the burdens, cares, stresses, and sorrows. When poet moves out, he feels very optimistic and he gets positive vibes. He feels like he can accomplish anything and almost everything. He also expresses this sentiment through the line, "The world is before me." He feels like the world is his and it is there for him to enjoy life. When he mentions the long brown path before me, he is simply referring to either the barren road that he is using on currently or a track which is without concrete and that he is following through the woods. Now let us begin with the second stanza, which is of 4 lines. Here the poet says that he does not have to pray for good luck because he is the maker of his own luck and he does not have to wish or hope for good fortune. He proves that he himself is his own good fortune and that is all he needs. There is nothing that he is lacking in his life. So he will reach his destination on his own and the earth will provide him with anything extra that is necessary. So he will no longer cry or hesitate to do what he wants to do because he needs nothing else in his life. He is so strong and happy to be on the open road. He doesn't want to postpone or delay his plans as nothing can stop him from going out. He is so fed up of staying at home, living that particular kind of routine life. So he wants to get rid of the routines of life. So for him, journey is the source of poetry and he sees that it is something larger as a way of life and the road is a symbol of democratic and vital society. In the next stanza, that is in third stanza, the poet seems to separate himself from others. We feel that he feels that he is very strong and contented, means he is very satisfied to travel alone on the open road, and he says that the earth is fine the way it is. He does not desire to be any closer to the stars. He feels earth is sufficient to explore new opportunities and learn good things. He knows that there are many other things, there are many other groups of people. Here the writer mentions one word, that is constellations, which means influential groups of people, but he does not want to be a part of those groups or those people. We have now reached to the last stanza of this poem. Here the poet admits that he is not without his own problems, but instead of worrying, he relishes them. The reader can see this through the poet's beautiful words. His use of word delicious is actually deliberate use, and through that word poet conveys the sense of relish for his burden. In the second line of the final stanza, the poet admits to all that he carries all these burdens or all his burdens with him wherever he goes. So, this thought is continued in the final 2 lines of the poem. The poet declares that he cannot get rid of all these worries and tensions. Instead, he and his burdens share a kind of relationships and he is filled with his burdens and in return he feels them. The poet is making it very clear that his burdens do not define him, rather, he accepts them and carries them with him wherever he goes. Now, after dealing with the entire poem, now it comes to our mind that what did we learn from this poem? So, in short, the poem teaches us to be optimistic and happy. We all enjoy freedom and opportunities in our life. The poem here gives us a new attitude to look at our life. It encourages us to enjoy the life and fill our heart with immense pleasure for living. The poem also teaches us to accept our own burden and carry it with happiness. Here I have made a list of figures of speech, that means poetic devices, which are used in this poem. I want you to read each and every line with its explanation. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do watch my next video on the appreciation of the same poem and do comment me below if you have any problem and query.